Hey YouTube, Get a Greg here again with another video for you here at lovely Lake Brantley in Florida. Just want to show off my VFR800 with its latest addition I got for it. It's a tail tidy, or what we more commonly call a Fender Eliminator kit here in the States. As you can see, it really cleans up the rear end of this bike. Much cleaner. I got this all the way from Australia, a gentleman named NZ Cam. He makes these. This is part of his third production run. I think he's had 2 prior batches that he sold out of. So get these while you can. One nice touch, if you can see it, is the reflector that he put on there. The custom VFR logo. How cool is that? Very nice. The bike looks much better now without that big piece of plastic hanging off its ass. Oh yeah. Looks really nice. Oh man, look at that boat. Oh man, that looks fun. That reminds me when I was a kid. Actually, I was a senior in high school, so I probably should have known better. My dad had a ski boat, and my girlfriend and I in high school decided to borrow it one day without telling him. I didn't think it was necessary to ask him, right? They didn't want to bother him, he was busy. So we had a nice cruise around the lake, and then we went to go start up the boat again. It would not start. And back then, I'm so old, we did not have cell phones. We had to wait for somebody to randomly ride by and tow us in. And when I got to shore, I had to borrow a phone and call my dad with my tail between my legs and admit to him that I'd borrowed his boat without his permission and broken it at the same time. So I was not too happy. Although I think secretly he was kind of proud of me. You know, way to go, son, that type of deal. But anyway, nice thing about this tail tidy is it shaves almost an entire pound of weight, over 9/10 of a pound, which may not sound like a lot, but on a bike like this, which gets criticized by some people for being a little on the heavy side, every little pound helps out. So between that and the exhaust that I added, which cut a little over 7 pounds, almost exactly 8 pounds of weight loss now, which I think is fairly significant. But I think the criticism of this bike as being heavy is unfair. I mean, when you compare it to super sport, sure, obviously it's very heavy, but it's not a super sport. It kind of looks like one, so that's why it kind of gets compared sometimes, I think, with those types of bikes. But it's really a sports tour. It's got a longer wheelbase to give you a little more comfort. It's got a real rear passenger seat. Of course, I got it covered up by the seat cover right now, obviously. You know, attachment points for side saddles, you know, ABS, traction control, heated grips, self-canceling turn signals. It even comes with a center stand, which that in and of itself probably weighs, I don't know, what, 10 pounds? I don't know. So yeah, I think the criticism of the bike as being heavy is unfair. Plus the VFR, you know, the V4 engine itself is inherently a little heavier than an inline 4 by its very design. But it sounds wicked, so I'll take that. But yes, that's the tail tidy. Like I said, for 69 American dollars or whatever I paid for it, shipped all the way from Australia, you can't beat that. I'll go ahead and start it up quick. That's what it sounds like. Alright guys, that's all I got, but I just want to say thanks again to NZ Cam for the lovely piece of craftsmanship, and that's all I got. Gator Greg out.